Hi, my name is Cameron Birch, and today I'm going to be informing you on the bombing of Pearl Harbor. On December 7th, 1941, at 7:48 a.m., the U.S. as we know it changed forever. Wave after wave, Japanese planes arrived bombing airstrips, building ships, and storage areas. Pearl Harbor was located on the island of Oahu in Hawaii. The U.S. Pacific Fleet was located at Pearl Harbor. The Japanese plan was simple: destroy the Pacific Fleet. It was known to be a preventative attack. The intentions were to prevent the U.S. Pacific Fleet from interfering with its planned military actions in Southeast Asia against overseas territory. This was a surprise attack that the U.S. was not prepared for. In just the first 5 minutes of this attack, 4 battleships were hit, including the USS Oklahoma and the USS Arizona. The USS Arizona exploded after a bomb hit the gunpowder room, causing the ship to sink. This resulted in 1,177 people dying along with the sinking ship. And now I want to put that into perspective. In just the first 5 minutes of this entire attack, 4 battleships were hit, along with the USS Arizona and Oklahoma, but 4 battleships were hit in just 5 minutes. Now, this whole attack lasted around 2 hours, I would say, and like I said, the first 5 minutes, if that much happened, imagine how much more happened within the 2 hours. An hour after the first wave followed a second wave with 163 Japanese aircrafts. In just 2 hours, 21 U.S. warships had been sunk or damaged. 188 aircraft completely destroyed, and 2,403 lives were lost. 1,178 were wounded. And like I said, 2,403 American servicemen and women lives were lost. 1,178 were severely wounded. Now, what did America do in response to this attack, you may ask? President Franklin D. Roosevelt addressed a joint session of the U.S. Congress on December 8th. This is what he said. Yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy, the United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by a naval and air force of the Empire of Japan. Congress approved the president's declaration of war on Japan. But 3 days later, Japan's allies, Germany and Italy, declared war on the United States. Now, for the first 2 years of the World War II, the United States did not get involved and they stayed neutral. This was until the attack on Pearl Harbor, which caused the United States to be active in the war. This is an event that I believe everyone needs to be aware of and people need to continue to inform others about. After the United States got involved in the war, they put Japanese encampments and bombed 2 major cities in Japan. The Pearl Harbor Memorial was built 1962, where more than 2 million people visit this memorial to honor our servicemen. The USS Arizona has the entombed remains of 1,102 people considered buried at sea. This is meaning that on that attack, these people were sunken with the ship and they were not able to get out. They drowned to death, and now they are buried at sea, and now they are entombed in the USS Arizona. Of those 2 people, my great-grandfather's cousin, which were brothers and remained in the hold of the ship, Charles and Joseph Starkovich. So many citizens' lives were affected by the bombing of Pearl Harbor. 23 sets of brothers were on the Arizona ship when it sank. Imagine how their families were impacted by this. This is a date that will live in infamy. Now, 23 sets of brothers. That's families, and that's just on that one Arizona ship. Imagine how many other sets of brothers were lost on the other ships or during that entire attack in general.